The Williams factory came along. It's the third factory I built. I built Ingomar Packing first, and the factory in Los Banos, Morningstar, and then the Williams factory. It inspires me because I do the design of the factories, and so I'm looking for different ways to do things. And I put together some drawings over probably a year or two as far as what a new, better factory would look like.
What comes to mind when thinking about the factory on its 30th year, I guess first, I can't believe time has flown by this fast. The time I was 7, so I don't really remember too much during that time, but obviously I've been there throughout the years since I was 7, and it's just incredible how I've seen it grow over the years, how it's continually expanded. The new colleagues that we have up there and colleagues that have retired who've been there such a long time. So I think reflecting back, it's so incredible to see the growth that it's had over the last 30 years.
I was 10 when Williams was built. A lot of my memories from the early days really revolved around kind of this memory of not really seeing my dad very often. You know, he was up at that factory during the entire build, and I think he lived at the factory actually in one of the trucker bunkhouses.
He literally slept up there. I walk in, locate my husband, laying on a plastic cover on a mattress with the towel that he'd showered with that was wet. So I left quietly, got mother, got the 2 kids back in the car. We drove back to Sacramento, and I got bedding, went back, made the bed, and that's where he stayed.
The hard push to get the factory going in time, Chris would spend time in the bunkhouses. He'd come over there, he'd get about 2 hours of sleep, and then he'd come right back over here to the factory. Sometimes his hair would be sticking out a little bit to the side, but he was 100% focused on getting this place going in time.
You know, I bought machinery in July, August, and September. Bought much of the machinery, boilers and large evaporators. Site work, it just barely got going, and then we had a very, very strong rainy season. So we pretty much had mud in March. If you look at the pictures, how he actually was built, you would be a little fearful on whether we're going to get going or not.
We were working 24/7 to get the factory rolling. Tomatoes were coming in, and we're still trying to build the factory, and it was pretty chaotic. It was exhilarating too at the same time because it was a rush.
You know, Chris has a reputation of putting them together really quick. You know, you're talking about this one was put up April, May we started it. It was still pretty wet outside. We slammed this thing together in 3 months, whatever it was, 4 months, and got it running. And then while we're running, we're still also in construction. So there are things we're changing while or still finishing while we're running.
What I really liked about the facility is its design. It really stabilized the tomato production in the Sacramento Valley. Relative to the industry, we process about 1/6 of all the tomatoes in the state. It's the largest facility in the world.
Going on that global stage and realizing that it was the heavy hitter, it was the most streamlined, the most efficient, largest capacity.
So it's just that continual drive to design something that's better and something that's interesting, something more cost effective.
It's just incredible to think about folks that have showed up for 30 years, and a lot of these folks are seasonal folks, so they come for 3 months of the year and they're gone the entire rest of the year, but they look forward to coming back every summer and working in the culture that we have at the facility that we have, and they always are super appreciative of the opportunity, but in reality I think we are the most appreciative of them for showing up constantly over the years.
Best thing I know about the facility and what I really appreciate is the crew, the colleagues that were there, unbelievable talent and commitment.
When you think about that amount of dedication and institutional knowledge that is contained in those folks that come back year after year and the folks that are there all year round, you're going to get the very best product you could.
30-year anniversary. That's unbelievable. Just absolutely unbelievable that I've been here this long. I have seen so many come and go.
Over my 27 years working for Morningstar, I developed a lot of very close relationships. And we took pride in not only what we did together as friends, we became a family.
I get to take part in everything that from the start of the season to the end, to the maintenance part of things, to coordinating with projects, working with colleagues, hiring colleagues. So to me, it's like I get to own my own business.
This facility is really quite incredible. And it's a testament to the people and everything that goes, all the way back from logistics, planning, harvesting, everything that has gone into it to finally get a box filled is just impressive.
I would say in one word, our culture here at Morningstar is unique.
Committed.
United.
What does Morningstar, this factory, mean to me? It's a family.
It takes a village, and that Williams factory is a phenomenal village.